Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. I'm continuing my Week 11 previews and analysis. This one is for the game between the Baltimore Ravens and the Chicago Bears. This game will be played at Soldier Field in Chicago, where the Bears lost last week to the division rival Lions 21-19. So they sit at 5-4, and Baltimore at 4-5 after beating the leader in their division, the Cincinnati Bengals, in overtime last week. So a must-win for both these teams as they try to stay in the hunt here for the playoffs. And you know, with Baltimore, they've been up and down all season. Certainly better at home than on the road. But Joe Flacco's play has sort of been even wherever he's been. 12 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. He's still, I think, in the feeling out process with a lot of his weapons. He's comfortable with Torrey Smith, obviously, but I think the Dennis Pitta injury, as many speculated, was a big deal for this team. It sort of seems like Flacco is wondering where to go with the ball in those big spots that he has faced this season. Again, he hasn't been helped by the running game whatsoever. This Baltimore running game is averaging less than 3 yards a carry. And look, they're playing against a Bears team. The defense, I think, is playing better than people expected with the injuries they've had on that side of the ball, most notably Lance Briggs. But you know, they still average 4.5 yards a carry as a defense running the ball, but I haven't seen anything from the Ravens to indicate they're ready to bust out and have a good performance in that department. Baltimore on the defensive side of the ball, look, it all begins and ends with those two pass rushers on the outside and Haloti Ngata in the middle. Baltimore has 17 games in a row with 2 sacks or more as a team. Both Suggs and Dumervil, in my opinion, are playing at a Pro Bowl level. Chicago, though, on the flip side, has only allowed, I believe, 14 sacks this season, which is in the lower half of the league in that category, or upper half of the league in that category, however you want to look at it. Nonetheless, it's a good number. Can they, neutralize that can they neutralize that Ravens pass rush? If so, I like Josh McCown. If you listen to the previews last week, I said they probably shouldn't have played Cutler because I thought he was still hurt. I think that ended up bearing out a little bit, especially in the second half of this game. But McCown now inserted. He hasn't thrown an interception, yet this season. When he's come in relief of Cutler and the game, he started as well. If he can get time, I think this Ravens secondary is very vulnerable. And also, particularly the matchups with Alshon Jeffrey and Brandon Marshall, I look to be a huge advantage, as it is against most teams, against the Ravens. But again, they got to get McCown the time to throw, and Suggs and Dumervil, very similar to the talent level on that Lions defensive line, which the Bears did a so-so job pass protecting last week. But look, I don't think the Ravens, I just have a trouble on the road. I have trouble seeing where their points are going to come from. And I have more confidence in McCown right now than I do in Flacco. And mainly because McCown, I think, and you throw in Matt Forte with those two receivers, has more weapons available. This is a must-win for both these teams, so the motivation, I think, from both sides is going to be the same. So I like Chicago -3 to beat the Ravens in this one. Guys, let me know what you think. Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at @SNewsAnalysis. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I preview and recap every game every week, and I'm always talking the news of the day in the NFL. So be sure to subscribe. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.